Hello and welcome again. Today I want to talk to you about this little hunting sword that I purchased at the Alifia River Rendezvous off a trade blanket. Always been kind of looking for one, and this one I saw it on trade blanket. I think I paid $185 for it. It's not anything really fancy. I found no maker's marks on it. And the thing with the hunting swords, when you hear of them talking about the during the Revolutionary time, especially the natives calling the American patriots and militias the long knives, because a lot of them actually what they were carrying was what they would be considered in Europe as a hunting sword. And so I tried looking it up online and looking at some period ones, and as near as I can figure, because this one doesn't have a ricasso in the way it's made, I'm actually wondering if somebody didn't make this from a different sword blade, because it's got a nice taper from the spine to the edge. It's almost slightly hollow ground. It's got nice patina on it, but there's no maker's mark. There's not even really a ricasso here. I'll hold it up here. Now the brass furniture on it is more reminiscent of, I would say, late 19th, early 20th century, because I found in Europe, I found actually looking online that there's was at that time when I was looking 2 years ago, there was quite a few of original ones from 1890s, 1910, 1920s. I think actually up until right around World War II, that a lot of the hunting clubs, which the richer elite people were members of these hunting clubs, and one of the requirements was that they had a sword, and usually they would have some kind of identifying marks for whatever hunting club they belonged to. And it was kind of required, like if they were having a fancy dinner at the hunting club, you had to wear your hunting sword. But anyway, this one has an 18-inch blade, and as you can see, the shape of the blade, because it gets real narrow here and then opens up more to like a sword, and I am wondering if somebody didn't cut down a sword blade and match it to this handle, but I'm not sure. It also kind of reminds me of like an older carving set handles, the way the brass work and stuff's done. The castings, they look more late Victorian, that time frame. It's got a antler handle, most likely European stag, and then the end cap, the pommel, I'm sure it's probably got a nut in there to screw onto the tang. But it's a nice sturdy little sword. It looks really cool. I like it. I just haven't used it much or wore it much, but the sheath that somebody made for it is obviously homemade, but I like it. And they put this loop on here that's actually almost falling off, and I may end up cutting that off, because what I really want to do is make a baldric, a strap to go over my shoulder instead of wearing it tucked on my belt. But anyway, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it, but it is a nice little sword. It's actually fairly sharp, and there are a few little nicks here, like somebody let a kid whack on something hard with it. But, and like I said, I have not really been able to find much about it. Like I said, there's no maker's marks or anything on it, as far as I've been able to tell. But it is a nice, interesting piece, and it looks pretty nice laid out on a blanket for a display, or if I'm wearing it or whatever. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.